Oh, that's a bit close. Welcome to Who the F**k, the show that aims to take a deep dive into some of the Reading and Leeds announcements for 2019. In today's episode, we'll be looking at Billie Eilish, an incredibly talented young pop star coming out of America. She's been making waves on YouTube for the last couple of years and has an album due out hopefully in the next 12 months. If you've never heard of her before, hopefully this video will help answer the question, who the f**k is Billie Eilish?
Maybe it's in the gutter, where I left my lover. What an expensive fate.
Billie Eilish, Pirate Baird O'Connell, yes, I'm not joking, is a very young pop star from Los Angeles, California, United States. Today is December the 18th. That is her 17th birthday. 17. That's crazy. The BBC ran an article about her a couple of years ago asking the question, is she pop's best new hope? I think this sounds pretty true. Billie's been making waves for the last couple of years, and she may only be 17, but her and her brother, who helps write some of her music, there's a significant amount of wisdom there. Zane Lowe was talking about her the other day, when he was talking about a different artist, but mentioned her. He said that something around there being a pre-Lord, post-Lord, pre-Billie, post-Billie pop scene.
Okay, so there's pre-Lord, post-Lord, and there's also pre-Billie, post-Billie.
And I think that's kind of true. I think like if you go back before Lord, pop music was a different sound, and I can't believe that someone as young as Billie Eilish is making such impacts on that scene as she is. She cites influences from artists like Amy Winehouse and Lana Del Rey. The latter I can hear significantly more of, especially in the sound of her production, although it is an evolution of that. And her work also reminds me quite a lot of people like Lorde.
Let's go down to the tennis court and talk it up like yeah.
And Tove Lo.
You're gone and I gotta stay high.
Earlier this year, she released the song Lovely, which featured fellow pop star Khalid.
Isn't it lovely? All alone, heart made of glass, my mind of stone.
And has racked up an enormous 175 million views in 7 months. The song itself reached silver in the UK, gold in Sweden, and platinum in the US, New Zealand, and Canada, and double platinum in Australia. I first came across her with her song Ocean Eyes.
You really know how to make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes.
I think it was Zane Lowe who was playing actually. I just checked my iTunes, I added it to my library on the 8th of January 2016. That's 22 days after her 14th birthday. This one's an absolute prodigy. That record has racked up 54 million hits on YouTube and 132 million streams on Spotify. When I was 14, what year is that in school? Year 9? I was doing all I could do to get my hands on beer and recreational drugs, not rupturing the foundations of pop music. She's currently supporting Florence and the Machine on the Australia leg of her tour, and in terms of playing gigs in the UK, has played 4 gigs in London, never outside, so this will be her first one outside of London, unless she plays some festivals, which she probably will. I would imagine she'll play Glastonbury. And is currently only sitting on one EP, which has gone silver in the UK and gold in New Zealand. Some really interesting stats. I mean, we're talking about someone who's not old enough to start drinking alcohol yet, and she's already a platinum artist in some countries, double platinum in some countries. She was due to release her debut album in 2018, but with no release date and only kind of 12 days left of 2018, I don't think we'll see it this year. Chances are we'll probably see it early next year, but I would imagine regardless it's going to be absolutely massive. In terms of where I would put her on the festival, it's really hard. I don't think she has enough material to play the main stage, but maybe she does. I mean, people have played with less. She's far too big for the Festival Republic. That won't go down very well. So my guess would be the Radio 1 stage, and I would expect it to be completely packed out. In terms of likely to see, it's really hard. I'm kind of stuck on this one. I don't think that her music is particularly Reading and Leeds, and it's not kind of energetic enough to keep me going, but I think she'll be an artist that I'll look back on in 10, 15, 20 years and go, I remember seeing her at Reading in 2019. You know, I think she's going to go on to be a massive artist. So who knows, really? It's really hard. I think it would be really foolish for me to miss it. So depending on the day and when she's playing, Saturday. It depends on the time of day. I feel like kind of as a fan of music in general, I should go. And there's like an obligation to check that set out because she is going to be huge, but it's proper against the grain in terms of what I like to get out of my Reading weekend. But that's kind of the point as well, right? I'm going to give her 7 out of 10. But if there's a big clash, then I don't see her taking the lead. Are you a fan of Billie Eilish? Will you be going to see her set at Reading and Leeds this year? What's your favourite song by her? I think Ocean Eyes is an amazing record, and the fact that she basically recorded it when she was 13 years old is amazing. As much as I really struggle with kind of child musicians, I really don't like that people take advantage of them. She seems to be doing it all with her and her brother, which is very tasteful, and I got a lot of time for that. And if she carries on, she's going to just take over the world, so we'll see. Interesting to see where you think she'll play. Will she be someone that you'll go see? Are you a fan of her music? Do you not like her music? Do you think that she deserves to be on the Reading 2019 lineup? All of those thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Over